Again, thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate the success of the season. But this season would not have been so successful if it wasn't for all your parents and all your support throughout the whole season, driving all of us everywhere. It's really been a big help. Also, I understand all the stresses on gas prices, so that's a big chunk out of the wallet. Also, thank you for everyone that hosted pasta parties and breakfasts. Food was amazing, right? Am I right? Amazing. Excellent job. And the parents who helped with senior night and tonight, thank you very much. Thank you for the O'Neills for the parents' party in the beginning of the year. And Mom and Dad, thanks for the shirts. And anybody that Susie or I have missed, thank you very much. At this time, we'd like to call out Miss Pareda, Mrs. Woods. We have some gifts for you.
Come on, get them up. Come on.
Thank you so much for all of your help with the timing system and making sure all the meets are run smoothly. We greatly appreciate it. Can everybody hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Now the managers, if you guys would come up, we have some gifts for you. Yeah, some more gifts. Really do a lot of work with timing and setting up the meet and cleaning up most of the stuff at the end of the meet, even though it's really our job. Kind of hand it over to them. Now we would like to thank the coaches. These coaches have spent so much time with us, and it's definitely not easy to handle the amount of energy we have after a long day of school. We really owe all of our success to them. Me, Brendan, Andy, and Andrew have prepared some speeches that we're gonna say, telling you just how much they mean to us. My speech is going to be about Rick. He's not here tonight. He's in Brazil for some class doing who knows what. But I'm going to say it anyways. Let's see. When I sat down to write the speech, I came up with a few things we all know about him that might be able to tell you a little bit about his personality and what kind of guy he is. He's very loud. We all know that. Also, loves to drink Zaz soda. I don't know if anybody knows it, but loves it. He makes a large variety of strange noises. You guys who've been in the pool and at the meets, you all know what I'm talking about. The elephant noises, just a lot of weird stuff. Also, he's got this very small, bright red car that he bought last year for like gas prices, and most of us would consider it a girl car, and we often let him know what we think of it. See, Rick doesn't really care what people think of him, and that's what makes him so fun. He's an extremely cool guy, and we wouldn't want him to be any other way. Well, except for when he makes us start over a set of crunches after one person did one of them half wrong, and he waits till after the set, after we're done, to tell us that we have to do it over. But besides that, we love him. Rick is a former swimmer for Susie at GHS, a very successful one. He has his name up on the record board for school record, I think, right, for the medley relay. He was very fast. Rick is a Marine, and he served several tours of duty, I think, right, a couple, overseas in Iraq. And that just shows you how tough he can be. When he came home, he got a job at Pratt & Whitney, and he decided to give his time back to the swim team as a volunteer coach. And he's a volunteer, he doesn't get paid for this, so we really appreciate all the time he spends with us and all of his help. So, as you can see, he's accomplished a lot in his life so far. Rick is what makes this team so tough. He will never let us miss a set or take an extra minute of rest when Susie's not paying attention. But he'll always take time to correct our stroke when it needs it. We would not be where we are today without any of his help. In the beginning of the year, Rick was called in by the Marines to help train soldiers to go overseas and fight, and we weren't sure if he was going to be with us this year. Needless to say, we were devastated when we heard that. Rick has such an impact on his team that we don't always see him as a coach, but we see him as a friend and a teammate. So we kind of count on him to lighten the mood up at practice, and we can always go to him if there's a problem or just if we need a laugh. Fortunately, he got to stay and coach the rest of the season, and we're very lucky to have him. We thank Rick for all that he has done and all the time and effort he's put into this team. He's a huge part of this family, and he has made such an impact on all of our lives that none of us will ever forget him. Also, there's no way we'll be able to forget that voice in the back of our head telling us to quit sandbagging. So that's all about Rick.